I just played Peak for the first time, and I'm exhausted. What are you doing, big dog? What are you doing, big dog? What are you doing, big dog? This might be the end of the run. This is the end of the run. This is the end of the run. This is the end of the run. I don't think I have any food, though. Please don't just disappear like that. What happened? No. Not because it's difficult. I knew what I was signing up for. No, I'm exhausted because Peak broke a fundamental rule of challenging games. It made me feel like losing wasn't my fault. Ah, man. It's really disheartening. I've always had this fascination with climbing games. Getting Over It, Jump King, Only Up. Games built around pushing you to your absolute limit. Games that taunt you, break you, dare you to quit. I've always wanted to play one, to conquer one. I recently watched Virtual take on Trackmania's Deep Slip, and it sparked something. It looked frustrating as hell, but also kind of fun. So when it's so relevant, I thought, this is it. This is my mountain. And honestly, that first day was great. I climbed through the jungles, through the alpines, made it all the way to this lava area in my first session. I had no idea how close I got to the end, but it felt amazing. This was the dopamine I signed up for. The adrenaline rush of every new biome, every tricky jump nailed, every new peak conquered. But that was day one. And day one was the last time Peak felt like that. Peak isn't my first tough game. I've spent literal hours grinding hard boss fights. Like Armored Core 6 took me 6 hours straight on Balteus, dying over and over, instantly restarting. I fought the Knight from Deltarune for at least an hour and a half. I don't mind being bad. I don't mind the grind. Because in those games, the losses felt fair. Every death was teaching me something, even if that something was just, I suck and need to get better. But Peak doesn't work like that. In Peak, when you die, it's not always clear why. 1 second you're climbing, and the next your character won't let go of the wall. Stamina drains, you panic, and suddenly you're tumbling down. Or you press Q a frame too long, and boom, your entire bag vanishes. Why are you like this? I hate this game sometimes, man. Like, why? I'm totally fine with skill issues. Trust me, I have plenty. I can't stand there. Dude, no way! But what I'm not fine with is when a game's mechanics actively fight against me, stealing progress that took me 45 minutes or an hour to earn. That feels bad, like really bad. Uh-oh. Whoa, that killed me! That's crazy. And that's the core of why Peak wore me down. Every 24 hours, the mountain completely resets. New paths, new loot placements, new everything. On paper, that's cool. It keeps things fresh. In practice, it makes learning feel impossible. One day, I literally climbed as high as I could go. All the way to the left boundary, then all the way to the right boundary, every possible jump, but nothing. I couldn't move forward. I checked online and people beat the map somehow, but for me, it was just dead ends. It's like playing Getting Over It, but every day the mountain changes. Suddenly your progress isn't about mastering the climb. It's about praying RNG doesn't screw you over, and when it does, it's hard to shake that feeling of helplessness. The real frustration was realizing I wasn't getting better. Every run felt disconnected. I had already experienced the majority of dopamine hits on day one. Now they were long gone, replaced by confusion and doubt. I started wondering, am I playing Peak wrong? Is solo the problem? Or am I just not built for this game? Or is Peak just not built for me? So, is Peak actually a good game? Honestly, yeah. At least it definitely can be. Peak exploded onto Steam for a reason. It's creative, it's charming, and there's genuine joy hidden in its climbing mechanics. It was made in just a single month during a game jam, and knowing that, it's impressive how cohesive it feels. The real magic of Peak probably lies in multiplayer, helping friends up cliffs, laughing when they fall, scrambling together when things go wrong. Peak thrives on those shared experiences, and in that environment, even its frustrating mechanics might feel less punishing. After all, misery loves company, right? But I wasn't playing multiplayer. I chose to climb solo. That's on me. I walked into this game expecting something polished, precise, something tightly tuned, because my recent experiences were Portal, Titanfall 2, games known for their schmovement and tight controls. So maybe Peak didn't fail me, maybe I failed Peak by bringing in the wrong expectations. But at the same time, is it totally unfair to expect a game to reward skill over RNG? Or to feel like losing is teaching you something? When a run ends because the controls bugged out or the RNG just gave you nothing, it's not just frustrating, it's demoralizing. And I realized maybe I wasn't chasing the summit anymore. Maybe I was chasing that feeling I had on day one, the excitement of seeing something new, feeling like I was improving. But Peak doesn't guarantee that. It only guarantees a mountain, and that mountain changes every single day. It's weird to admit, but the more I played Peak, the less I felt like I was playing a game, and the more I felt like I was playing me. So, if Peak isn't quite giving me what I want, the real question is, what do I want? On this channel, my goal has been about experiencing short games, finding something real, something meaningful, and sharing it with you. I'm not here to prove I'm the best gamer. Trust me, I'm not. If you're here for high-level skill, you've probably already figured out you're in the wrong place. No, I'm here because games make me feel things. Joy, sadness, excitement, curiosity, and weirdly enough, Peak has given me that, just not in the way I expected. Peak showed me that maybe what I love isn't the difficulty itself, it's the way games can make difficulty rewarding. It's the thrill of getting better, the rush of finally overcoming a challenge you know you've earned. But Peak also taught me something equally important. Not every game is meant for every player, and that's okay, because even though I haven't reached the top, even though I'm frustrated, even though I don't know if I'll keep climbing, Peak still gave me something valuable. It reminded me what I'm looking for in games, and what I'm not. And maybe, for now, that's enough. So here's my truth about Peak. I wanted to conquer this mountain because I saw other people doing it. Climbing challenges, grinding for hours, chasing those impossible dopamine hits. I thought that would feel good. I thought that was what I wanted. But somewhere along the way, I realized that chasing something because it looks satisfying from afar doesn't always mean it's satisfying up close. Peak didn't fail me because it's a bad game, because honestly, it's not. Peak failed me because I asked something from it that it never promised to give. And yeah, maybe multiplayer changes everything. Maybe Peak was always meant to be a shared climb, something you laugh at with friends, where frustration turns into funny memories instead of quiet resentment. But I climbed alone. I tried to find joy in frustration, growth in struggle, satisfaction in pain. And for a while, I did. But when that struggle stopped feeling fair, stopped feeling earned, that's when I had to reconsider what I was even doing here. And maybe that's the lesson Peak really taught me. It's okay to let go. Not every challenge is meant to be conquered. Not every mountain is yours to climb. Sometimes understanding why you're climbing matters more than reaching the top. So, will I finish Peak? Honestly, I don't know. Maybe one day, maybe never. But right now, the only mountain I care about figuring out is what games actually mean to me. And Peak brought me one step closer to answering that. Thanks for watching. I stream a short game every Monday at 10 a.m. Central Time. On Fridays, I upload a scripted video like this one. Part review, part retrospective, part overthinking. If you want to subscribe, that would be dope. If not, thanks for watching anyways. If you have recommendations for games I could beat in under 10 hours, drop them in the comments. Or if you played Peak and have thoughts you'd like to share, again, throw them in the comments.
Keeping you in check, keeping you obsessed, playing me on repeat endlessly in your head anytime it hurts. Play another lover.